America's death merchants always go berserk whenever someone shows the graphic images of abortion in public. And that is certainly understandable. After all, they know that abortion, like any other form of killing, is a lot easier to accept when no one sees it but the killer. One of the abortion industry's standard claims is that these pictures could inflict emotional trauma on women who've had abortions. And unfortunately, there are a lot of pro-lifers out there who've bought into this and are now making the same argument. Let's make one thing clear. It may be true that some women will be emotionally traumatized by seeing these images. In fact, you'd have to be as soulless and cold-blooded as the abortion lobby itself not to recognize that. The important thing, however, is that women who have not had abortions have no reason to be traumatized by them. So clearly, it is the abortion that causes the emotional damage, not the pictures of abortion. If that were not the case, the psychological effect of these graphic images would be the same on women who've had abortions as those who haven't. And no one is suggesting that that's the case. When abortion apologists say that women who've had abortions might be traumatized by actually seeing what they've done, it is just more evidence that the abortion industry survives only because it will go to any length to keep its customers and the public in the dark. Now, if that's not so, I have a perfect way to resolve this whole issue. If the abortion industry is legitimately concerned about post-aborted women being traumatized by these images, why don't they show them to their customers before they do their abortions? That way, no woman would ever again have an abortion without knowing exactly what she was doing, and those who might be traumatized by it could make another choice. That, of course, is the very reason this will never happen. Abortion profiteers know that many, if not most, of their customers would run out the door like their hair was on fire if they saw beforehand what an abortion looks like. That's why they would rather them not get that sort of information until after the abortion is over and the money is in the bank. The fact is, the abortion industry is not worried about how these graphic images might traumatize their past customers. They're worried about how they might frighten off their future customers. Look, any way you cut it, the pro-choice mob has inflicted a staggering emotional trauma on American women. And now their strategy is to blame that emotional trauma on the people who tried to prevent those abortions in the first place. It's just more evidence of what you've heard me say many times in the past. The gall of these people has no limit.